So happy April 19th. We're a little over halfway through the month and just swimming away with all kinds of events going on here. We had the Dispute Resolution Center here yesterday. That was good.
Meet and greet this morning.
Meet and greet this morning. New people coming in. So that was good as well. And then Tulip Festival, they left this morning to go look at all the tulips.
Yeah, overnight trip on that one. They were all packed with their bags and everybody seemed excited.
But speaking of tulips, do you know what April flower grows on your face?
On your face?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Tulips. It's National Humor Month as well.
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of birthmark or tulips. That's good. That's a good one. And is it the official? No, I think daffodil's the official. I can't remember what the official flower of the month is.
I have to look that up.
I say daffodil, but I might be wrong. So, anyways,
but you have a fun topic today.
I do, but mine. But I'm smelling this banana bread that we're going to talk about, so that's really got me distracted. But anyways, this week is Volunteer Appreciation Week, and so I have some some information on volunteers, and they're the heroes behind all the nonprofits, really, because without them, the nonprofits would struggle or not be able to do what they do. So they are unpaid, but dedicate tons of time to helping with duties and details. And they have a passion for their volunteers. So what are they doing in the community? They're spreading the word about your organization. So they don't have to show up, but they do. And 66% of volunteers have decreased the amount of time they volunteer or stopped altogether since the pandemic. So a lot of the nonprofits are feeling the pinch, and I think we have
less than we used to. Yeah. And I think it's because everybody found something else to do with their time when we were shut down.
Yeah. So there is. So just these nonprofits and just can't operate without them. So that's a huge decrease. 66%. That's a big hit. And then as of 2022, do you know that the value of a volunteer per hour is about $29.95 an hour?
Wow.
That's how much value they bring to the organization. And volunteers typically contribute nearly $2 billion to the communities, according to the data from AmeriCorps. So there's a lot of value added that they bring. And people in the United States spend an average of 52 hours a year volunteering. Now, obviously, that number has dropped since the pandemic, I'm sure, but that's the last statistic. And most to charities and organizations, the most that you hear about is hunger, homelessness, health and wellness, faith-based, animals, wildlife. Those are that's where most of the volunteering goes, but it goes so much deeper than that.
Oh, yeah.
So much. And then the old generation, the baby boomers and the Gen Xers. Are you a Gen Z?
I am a millennial.
You're a millennial.
But I'm like at the cusp, because I'm right where they cut off for the Gen X and then right when the millennials start.
Okay. So the boomers and the Gen X are the most likely to volunteer. The Gen Z or the the older generations are more likely than the Gen Zs and the millennials to volunteer. So, but I don't know that that's fair, because the reality is the Gen Zs and the millennials are in the busiest part of their lives. So that they have a lot more to juggle.
Yeah.
And so we honor the volunteers at the Harman Center, but we're honoring today and this week, and we have stuff spread out, the volunteers everywhere.
Yeah.
Leslie, you give, she's a city employee here, but she's a huge volunteer at her children's school, and countless hours. Boy, if you can only make that $29.95
right
with the hours you put in this school. So there's a lot of avenues that everybody volunteers, and sometimes it's like once a month, once a year, once a month. Some are all the time. We're blessed here at the Harman Center to have dedicated volunteers that we see their faces almost every day.
Yeah.
Or at least every week. So,
and we appreciate all of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, we do. And we understand that it's selfless and tireless work and efforts, and that you set an example to so many by doing the unspoken heroes. So with that, I thought it would be fun today. So we made a basket to appreciate a volunteer. Obviously, we have about how many that volunteer here?
Well, in this basket alone from last year, because that's where all of these are coming from, of everybody that put in time last year, we had 86.
Wow.
85, 86.
That's wonderful. So, and what are some of the volunteer things that they do at the Harman? Because there's a Harman Center.
There's actually a lot of things. And I made a page on our website that has the form if you are interested in volunteering and you haven't, as well as the jobs that are available. So we're always looking for greeters and help in the kitchen. We have soup and sandwich here with the Yakima Valley Senior Citizens Inc. They do breakfast as well. They have taco feeds and barbecues that they could always use help with. People for People is here, so you could even volunteer through them at our lunches that are Monday through Wednesday. And then on top of that, you could help with light housekeeping. You could help with filing in the office of like different things when it comes to like putting together the newsletter, finding items for the fundraiser. I know that Seniors Inc. needs a lot of help sometimes finding gift cards or donations around town, distributing flyers of different things that we have going on to get the word out about what's going on at the Harman Center. We need a setup and a tear down crew for all of our special events because it's a lot of work to put up 20, 30 tables and chairs all around it and then break it down at the end of it. So that's a definite need that we could always use more manpower when it comes to our special events and fundraisers that are put on here at the Harman Center. So those are just a few of things that we have going on here. Or if there's a class or a group or something that you would like to present on and be a facilitator, we're always looking for that as well.
Yeah, there's and it doesn't have to be just because we have, like, let's say it's lunch or the meals, it doesn't have to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday that you have to report. No. If you can only give a few hours a month, it's whatever you can give. Right. So volunteers come in different ways. But yeah, we always think about volunteers as far as the workload or whatever. But like you said, if you have a hobby or you have a talent or you are retired from an industry that you would like to teach and do those, that's wonderful volunteers, because that provides so much, because it's hard, when we have like the woodworkers and the not the coloring, the painting, and those are values to our community. And it takes, I couldn't go do the painting class. No. I was like, I could probably do connect the dots and, coloring inside the lines, but I don't have that talent to see those things. So those are, and quilting, same thing. I've tried quilting. I could do basic, but those are all things that people have that special talent to do. And so if you've got that and you'd like to share it with somebody, Leslie would be more than happy. Yep. She's your go-to to get that coordinated. And
you can email me the form. You can drop by and pick one up. Like I said, it is online and we have them at the front desk. So either way, and it looks big, hairy, and scary because it's like 30 pages. But it's really the first 2 pages that I need back with your signatures on it, of your contact information, what you want to do, and that you have read the policies. And all the policies say are don't harass people and don't come here drunk or high. Yeah. Pretty simple stuff.
So, and if you're already a volunteer and watching this, spread the word. Yep. To your friends or neighbors, or, I'm sure you already are because you're a volunteer. Yeah. You're probably spreading the word about all the events we have and so forth. So with that, we'd like to acknowledge one of the 80 some that we have in this basket today to come on down and pick up the basket of goodies that they have. So Leslie's going to draw. I'm all excited.
Do you want to explain the basket though before we draw?
So the basket is just a bunch of little goodies. And the card says, volunteers don't get paid, not because they're worthless, but because they're priceless. And on the inside, it's just kind of a little appreciation kit of little things that are in there. Like, there's a chocolate chip cookie because you're always willing to chip in with a helping hand and things of that nature. So it's just little things in here that appreciation. There's kind of a little thing that goes with it. Just that we're thinking of you. And And it's just not one, it just happens to be the lucky draw today. But we appreciate all our volunteers.
Yes. I'm just kind of mixing it all in there. Am I drawing or are you drawing?
You drawn.
Okay. Let's see. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Betty Thompson.
Well. So Betty, if you're not watching, but somebody who knows Betty is and has their text or phone number, spread the word. We're going to make contact with her as well. But let's all just shower her with calls and texts and tell her that
you want a basket.
You want a basket. So either give us a call and arrange when you'll come by and pick it up, or just stop on by and pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and if you don't stop by before the end of this week, we'll see you Monday at Pinochle.
That's true. So since we drew Betty, and I don't know all the volunteers yet because I'm still, so what are what does she bring?
Betty helps with special events. She's done a variety of the fundraisers. She also helps with Pinochle every week. She runs that, and she runs bingo on the weekends. So, and then she used to water the plants, but just passed that on to Harry. But she kept them all green and alive, which is good because I would have killed them.
Was Betty the lady that helped facilitate Bunko the other night with?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I know who you are, Betty. I got a visual now. Okay, wonderful. So, yes, somebody get a hold of Betty and let her know before we do.
Right.
So with that, I'm all excited about.
I'm going to put this down because I can't see past
this next national. What is it? Is it today that we're observing? It's observing it.
It's National Banana Day today.
Yep.
So I looked up, and Mike and Gabby, and I do occasionally, I'm not 100% of doing this all the time, but they are on a keto diet. Well, bananas are terribly high in carbs. So so I looked up a way to make a keto banana bread. Well, surprising enough, I can't believe I never even thought about this, but on the recipe, it says use 1 banana, which that's not very much in an entire loaf or muffins, and then add banana extract.
There you go. There's where you take out your carbs. Because typically what is a recipe? It's at least 2 or 3 bananas.
It said 1 to 3. So if you were going to do the full, you would have done 3.
Yeah. So the banana extract makes up. Well, I can't believe I've never thought about that before. But that makes sense.
But it turned out really good. And it's also gluten-free. I used almond flour because that's a low-carb flour. And very simple ingredients. I mean, you had your eggs, baking soda, almond flour, banana extract in the banana. And then I use Swerve sugar. So it is diabetic friendly.
Oh, good.
And it's still low-carb too. So really simple ingredients. I'll be putting that online. I've just got to rewrite it because it made multiple pages for the recipe.
Simple. And if you're not low carbing like we are, you just put your regular sugar in there, your regular flour,
and 3 bananas,
and 3 bananas instead of the extract. But I even think that the extract, even if you're not on a low carb,
it turned like the taste of the banana. I was really shocked.
Yeah. So I'm excited, and I won't eat a banana, like a regular banana. You'll never see me just kind of eat unless somebody forces it. Now throw it in a dessert and I'll eat it all day long. Put it in a bread and I'll eat it. One of my favorite is banana bread. Banana pie, the cream pie. That's one of my favorites. And yet it tastes like a real banana, but I don't know if it's just the texture of the individual banana that I don't care for. And maybe I take it from my mom because my mom hates bananas. At least I'll eat them. She just absolutely hates them. So yeah, so that's exciting, the bread. So today's official banana. So go have a banana, make a banana dessert, make a banana something banana, or just be bananas.
So, and they always say that it's high in potassium. And it is. There are other fruits and vegetables that actually beat it in potassium, but do you know what it's highest in? Magnesium and calcium.
Wow. And do you know that overall, most Americans, I don't want to say about other countries because I don't know, we're low on magnesiums. And the magnesium. And magnesium is such a hard supplement. If to figure out because there's so many. There's citrate, glycinate, all this other stuff. But that's good to know that it has. So a banana a day will get you your magnesium. And they talk about apples. What does apples bring to the table?
I don't know.
I mean, we are in an apple state, but so I think there are, like you said, there are other fruits and vegetables that bring a lot more nutrients, and we've kind of focused on.
Like one is an avocado has a lot more potassium in it than an actual banana. But I mean, it's everybody's preference. They might not like avocado, so they go for bananas.
Yeah, but you would think you would know about that. You know, everybody, you know, preferences are to each individual. But as far as the benefits of it, it's funny how we're stuck on benefits of certain.
It's the marketing.
Things. Yeah, it is. It's all about marketing. So, but anyways, on that note,
dig in.
Yes.
So I'm gonna let you pick your slice. I always like the middle more than the end, but everybody has middle.
You give me a cinnamon roll, and I usually go for the middle.
So if you guys can see, that's the look of it.
Yum, yum. Now, you've got walnuts in there?
I did put walnuts in it, and you can leave it's optional, leave the nuts in or out. I prefer the crunchiness with my banana nut bread. Like you can just have banana bread and not do it. I don't know. It gives it more of a texture.
Oh, I bet this smelled delicious coming out of the oven nice and warm last night when you did it. Or this morning.
The kids, so the loaf, I didn't cut up till today. But the muffins, because I did a double recipe. And I did a loaf, and I did the muffins. Each kid had a muffin by the time it came out because it smelled so good. And they're like, we didn't get any of these. And I'm like, I guess you can have one, yeah.
Well, it's really good. This would be great with a cup of coffee in the morning or even the evening, a cup of tea. It's just good.
So, gluten-free, keto-friendly, diabetic-friendly. Get your potassium with your banana and your
magnesium. A lot of the good boxes, so that's good. Yum, yum, yum. Thanks for making that.
No problem.
That was really good.
So yeah, that's the fun celebration for today. And speaking of bananas, when do gorillas fall from the sky?
I don't know.
During April showers.
Well, some of the rains and weather we've gotten, it does feel like they're either out there screaming or falling from the sky.
And then my other one that I loved is, what did the trees say when April began?
Oh, no.
Oh, what a relief.
Those are good.
On to trip news there. The senior day Mariner trip is full. It's only waiting list only, but we still have 2 more Mariners games available on July 2nd and April 12th. So if you're interested in going to see the Mariners on one of those days, stop by, call Lori 576-6405 and get signed up. She still has tickets to the Chicago concert and the champagne brunch on the Willamette River. So come see all we're going to do for trips and tours. And then her new book, she said it's going to come out in June.
I believe so. I've heard her say, yeah, that would be for the 2024 trips.
Yes.
Yeah. So her trips book fast.
They do.
It's almost like as soon as that book hits, they're calling within days to get their stuff booked up. So when her book comes out, how do people get it?
In your subscription, which, by the way, because you get it the week of Christmas, you get your subscription with the travel book and it comes all in one piece. And if you don't have your subscription, give us a call. We'll check if you're expired, or if you'd like to sign up, we can do it over the phone as well. It's $15 a year, and that includes the Trips and Tours book that comes out at the end of the year. You get 4 newsletters and the Trips and Tours book. Christmas week, December 25th week, you get the Trips and Tours, get your registration ready, and then that first day in January, which will be next year, We would be open on January 2nd. You would come in and drop your registration, make an appointment with Lori, which she starts those in December of scheduling. So it's just getting in line. Either you're going to come in, drop it off, or come see her later in the year. But if you come see her later in the year, you might not get everything. But she does add trips on a regular basis.
Yeah, she does.
Each quarter.
But as far as getting the brunt of the trips, your best avenue is through the newsletter.
Then, yeah, and scheduling an appointment in December, even before you have the trip booklet, because it's better to go ahead and say, my appointment's January 3rd, and you're good to go, rather than waiting till you get it, look through it, and then come in.
Okay. Yeah, because I know a lot of people come in disappointed. I heard you had a trip on, next month or in a couple weeks, and it's been booked out for months. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
And we can only take so many. I mean, and it depends on the venue a lot of times, like especially with the concerts and things like that, they'll only allot us so many tickets. Mm-hmm. So sometimes there's 40 spots, sometimes there's 30 spots. It just depends.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so call. It doesn't hurt just to check, even if it seems like it's too early. The way the trips book, I would never say it's too early.
No.
So.
And then this week is Fresh Meds Week. It was like get rid of your expired meds.
Yeah, something. It's an observance day for that. And I can't remember exactly the term, but it's getting rid of your medication safely.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of cleaning out your med closets and doing that. Spring cleaning.
Which is always good to do. Mm-hmm. Yep, spring cleaning. And so I looked it up because I knew that Crime Stoppers normally did one each year. And surprisingly, hey, it's this weekend.
Yeah.
So if you have things you need to shred or if you need meds disposed of, it's Saturday, April 22nd from 9 to 1 at the Valley Mall near the old Bank of America building. So go down there, take your stuff to be shredded, take your meds to be disposed of.
Oh, I didn't realize there's shred.
Mm-hmm.
I got stuff to take to shred too. So that's a good idea. But the meds is important.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got younger grandchildren, and high school grandchildren, whatever, we have a big drug problem going on in our country. And a lot of times these younger kids, that's where they start.
Mm-hmm.
They start in the medicine cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, it may kind of be a back, because I know I've got thyroid meds and I always like to have a backup, even if it's expired or close to expiring, or a low dose because from an old prescription, because I can't afford to be without it.
Mm-hmm.
But just be aware that, if it's something, especially pain meds, things that's what they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
If it's expired or if you're not using it, dispose of it. Go on down and get rid of it. So, and that way it doesn't go, a lot of people, and don't flush them down the toilet because it goes into our water systems.
Mm-hmm.
I think typically that was one way of disposing people would think of, but I'm sure I did it in the past at some point, but you don't realize that it goes into our waters. Mm-hmm. So we don't want to do that. So the proper disposal. So
April 22nd, this Saturday, 9 to 1.
Down at the Valley Mall Boulevard.
And if you also want something else fun to do, there's the Earth Day Fair that's going on at Franklin Park. I'm not exactly sure on the exact times, but that will be this Saturday down at Franklin Park. And they've got a whole bunch of different vendors there and learning how to recycle and be more eco-friendly. We're still taking donations for the Veterans Toiletry Drive. That'll be going on until June 30th. So please bring down your new unused toiletries and help our veterans in our local area. We also have next week our Remembrance Tree. If you guys haven't gotten the flyer about this or checked it out, this is happening on Tuesday at 10 a.m. We are putting together a tree for the month of May because Memorial Day is in May. And we wanted to kind of remember all of our loved ones and our friends that have passed away. So we're making, I haven't made them. Sharon Johnson and a couple other volunteers have put together these ornaments. And you can write on the back of them a story or a little line or the person's name and a date. It's up to you what you want to put on there. But that will be Tuesday at 10 a.m. if you'd like to participate. It is free. The supplies are all here. We we'll encourage donations if you'd like to donate a little bit to pay for the supplies that Sharon has put into this. But it's just going to be something nice for May to celebrate.
Well, and she kind of brought the basket up front, and I wasn't, because at first when we were putting this together, I was thinking the same ornament for everybody. You just put your loved ones, but no, they've taken time, and they're all individual ornaments. You can go and pick what touches you, what represents you, something that so, and no two are alike. That's what I thought that was really, really neat. So yeah, if you've got a loved one that you want to honor for the month of May, or you want to publicly honor, I'm sure we all honor our loved ones every day in thought and so forth, but if you want to put them on public display, come on down Tuesday.
Yep. So it's going to be a really fun. And if you can't make it Tuesday, there will be extra ones we'll have at the front desk that if you just come and ask us, we can give you one and you can fill it out and make sure that you get your loved one on the tree.
Yeah, what a neat way of remembering.
So thank you, Sharon. That was a great idea. If you have any questions on that, please call the Harman Center, 575-6166. We'll answer as much as we can. Sometimes we know the answer, sometimes we don't.
We'll try to find it one way or another.
And we do have book club Monday. They will be reading A House of Silk by Louise Penny. So come join us then. And then don't forget, mark your calendars for May, though, the May book club, which is the 4th Monday of the month. We're picking their books for the rest of the year. So if you can't make it to this one, at least make it to the May one to help decide what we're reading for the rest of the year.
So that would be July, August, September, October, November, December's books.
Yep. And then hiking group will be next Thursday. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday. So we'll be meeting at Cowiche East entrance and going on a hike.
I'm excited to see how that goes too for you.
9 a.m. April 27th. Yeah. Then it's not this Thursday, but next Thursday.
Yeah. So spread the word.
That's about all I have. I feel like I talked a lot.
I know. I know. And I got this banana bread, like, I need to be finished. So we got bread to eat.
Yeah. If you want a piece, shoot on by before it's done.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next week. I hope you're having a happy Wednesday, and I hope you have a good weekend. Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching Chat Face with the Harman Center Girls. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Like or share as well. Have a great day.